beautiful day in Chicago. It's important to warm up so you guys can get your personal best this morning. We got so many fun things planned.
I've been on the board now for 7 years, and when something happened to me, I wanted to help others.
We have a project, and it's to get people better, to get people aware, and that's what I think we're doing.
The best thing about the event is seeing how it affects families and understanding that the cause itself is so deeply felt and so important to basically remember the legacy, understand the people that are going through the disease, and helping them cope.
My teams, you all did so great this year. We have 73 teams. We have 25 new teams. You guys have done great on your fundraising.
I mean, it's a wonderful event, awesome opportunity to increase awareness. You had lots of community engagement. Urology practice was super involved. It's nice that you have free PSA testing. We love that we were able to roll in Joseph Morganfield, son of Muddy Waters, to talk about his commitment as well as all the other sons and daughters of the great blues musicians.
I can't believe the number of people here, the enthusiasm, the people who are here, and the message being sent out.
It's my first year at Sea Blue and my first year as a volunteer. My connection is my husband is now a warrior. I didn't expect to get so emotional. I just can't even explain it. To be somewhere where everybody understands what you're going through and the camaraderie and bond and support that I found here. What I gained from this, I can't even tell you. I'm so glad for this event.
You know, I say this organization saved my life, and I have no doubt that it did. Perhaps more importantly, it's taught me how to fully live however many days I have left. It's kept my hope alive so that I can come here and share that hope with you this morning.
Do not give up hope. There's so much research going on out there. There's so many ways that we can defeat this together. Don't give up hope. Good morning and welcome to the 16th annual Sea Blue Run Walk event. This is the first virtual such event we've ever held. My name is Steve Sanders. It feels good to be holding a microphone for the first time in 6 months since I retired from WGN. I'm joined by Us Two's new executive director, Bo Stubblefield-Tave, who just joined us back in January. We are live in a socially distant, safe environment at the Hofbräu House out in Rosemont. And it's pretty cool that we're able to reach, I think for the first time, a national audience all across the United States with folks watching. And it's a grand opportunity to educate people about prostate cancer and bring awareness to a disease that has affected so many people. And might also add, we're going to enjoy some live blues music later on. Bo?
Yes, very glad to be with you all. Thank you for joining us. As you heard, my name is Bo Stubblefield-Tave. I joined Us Two as executive director in January of this year, but I've been a prostate cancer survivor for 11 years. So it's great to be working with an organization that understands that prostate cancer is a personal struggle, a family affair, and a community crisis. And we work with folks at all those levels. The C in Sea Blue stands for support, education, advocacy, and awareness. You'll hear about our services throughout the day, but right now I just want to tell you about one of the special features of this live virtual event. We are doing Talk to the Doc. So if you've got a question that you've always wanted to ask about prostate cancer, we have 4 physicians ready to answer your questions. You'll just type them in and they will reply back to them as soon as possible. Please do be aware it may not be instantaneous, but they will answer all of your questions.
Hi everybody, Dave Fogel from 94.7 WLS Radio. I wish I could be there with you at Sea Blue this year. It was 3 years ago that I was first diagnosed with prostate cancer. We caught it early, had my PSA test at a checkup, and then I ran my first race after I had surgery, and I felt pretty good. Then I ran my second race after I had the hormone therapy and radiation. Didn't feel so good. So this year, I feel great, and I was looking forward to run, and here we are virtually. But anyway, the Us Two folks do great things. Please contribute and help them help the prostate cancer community, and I'll see you next year.
Aloha, Sea Blue. This is Gary Kim. I'm a facilitator for one of 3 US2 support groups in Hawaii. We have been meeting for over 15 years and truly believe that it's made a significant difference in the lives of men and their loved ones who have been diagnosed with prostate cancer. We provide an avenue for camaraderie, hope, and moral support. And through information sharing, we have tried to keep our members abreast of recently developed diagnostic and treatment options. We have only recently started to meet virtually during this COVID pandemic. Anyone wishing to know more about our support group can do so by accessing us at hawaiiprostatecancer.org. We want to extend our best wishes for a very successful Sea Blue event. Mahalo and aloha.
Hi, we are Mark and Peggy Richardson, US2 chapter leaders from Rochester, New York. US2 groups support men and caregivers by providing information about prostate cancer.
Survivors and support people have many questions and concerns while going through prostate cancer diagnosis and treatment.
The goal at US2 is to provide support, education, and advocate for prostate cancer.
September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, so please consider donating to the annual Sea Blue Walk with a donation today.
These funds help provide educational material, seminars, online programs, call-in forums, a monthly newsletter, and other administrative support to over 200 local chapters such as ours.
We hold monthly meetings for men and caregivers to allow them to speak with other survivors and ask questions about treatment options and side effects.
We invite doctors and specialists to our meetings to present medical information and answer questions.
In addition, we hold conferences to promote prostate cancer awareness to the community.
Good luck, Sea Blue. We'll miss you this year. Yay!
And welcome back. I'd like to take a moment to introduce Debbie and Daryl Trinko. I understand Team Trinko has been a part of the Sea Blue event for 14 years. Debbie, you guys have a busload of people every year out at Lincoln Park for the event. Tell me about your involvement and how you got involved.
Well, let's see. I was diagnosed in September of 2001, which was just right after the 9/11 disaster.
Yeah.
And I had my personal disaster I had to deal with, and obviously my wife Debbie, she's been with me, through the thick and thin, and making sure that I maintained a good attitude. And at first, when you have a diagnosis of prostate cancer, it's devastating.
It is.
But it with the help of all my friends, all my relatives, all my family, they helped me to get through it. And you know what? I had some great doctors. I had the assistance of Sea Blue, and I had all my Sea Blue brothers, fighting the same battle with me. And we've come a long way. And I can't say enough about the Sea Blue organization and what they do for people, because obviously when you're first diagnosed, it is just so devastating, and they give you all sorts of decisions to make that are going to change your life forever. I was 46 years old when I was diagnosed, and I wasn't at all ready to take on some of these challenges.
Young man, yeah.
But with the help of Debbie and all my family and friends, some who are with us today, and some who are with us maybe on the TV line, so hopefully everybody can hear me here.
Oh yeah.
But I just wanted to thank Sea Blue and everybody and Terry and everybody, Amy, everybody that's been involved for years and years, and we really appreciate all the help that they've given us.
Well, Daryl, thank you for sharing your story, and hey, you look great.
I feel great.
And 46 years old is pretty young to be diagnosed with prostate cancer.
It was a little bit young.
So. Good to have you both here, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
We're also joined this morning by Keela Colbert from Team Robert Varney. Tell us how tell me how you got involved in Sea Blue.
Sea Blue Walk is very important to our family. I'm with the Robert Varney team. My daddy passed of prostate cancer back in September in the year of 2000. I'm a daddy's girl, so I'm still feeling the pain. That's why Sea Blue Walk is very important to me. We want to help paint the world blue to represent prostate cancer survivors as well as those who have passed with prostate cancer. It's very important to us to bring the awareness out for men to get tested, don't have fear of the finger, and make sure to get more men involved with us to MC Blue Walk, to get out there and walk and support and raise funds so that they can help find a cure to prostate cancer, so no one else, Daddy's Girl, will feel like I feel. See Blue, we thank you. We'll continue to work with you. We've been doing it for over 8 years, and we will continue to support you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Coming up, we've got a friend of mine who's going to be joining us. He's a fellow prostate cancer warrior. Many of you know Kwame Raoul, the Attorney General of Illinois, but something you may not know as we bring on the Attorney General. Kwame, you have faced a double challenge in recent years. Not only are you a prostate cancer survivor, but you survived COVID-19. Tell me about that diagnosis and what your experience was like.
Yeah, so a couple of months ago in June, when we were all hunkering down, I started having shivers and chills in the night, and wearing a sweatshirt at night under the covers, and body aches, and I had a hint because I had anxiety for the previous few months as to whether or not I was infected. I went and got tested. In fact, I was infected, and it's been a recovery process over the last couple of months, but I feel like I'm pretty close to full strength.
It's been 2 months, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's something people probably don't understand about COVID, is that it has lingering effects, doesn't it?
It does. And in fact, it's almost been 3 months now, and I just feel right now that I'm beginning to get back to full strength, get my lung strength back. I've been doing morning workouts every morning, and that has been challenging. It was very challenging, particularly in July. When it was hot outside.
It was a hot month, yeah. But tell me, how are you doing? You're also a prostate cancer survivor, and that's why we're here this morning. Tell me about that.
Indeed. I don't know if you call it fortuity, but I lost my grandfathers and my father to prostate cancer, and as a result, I started testing what most would consider early, in my late 30s, and I was diagnosed 4 years ago. Subsequently, I had my prostatectomy, and I've been doing good. No signs of...
So I have an idea that with a family history, you knew the importance of getting tested on a regular basis.
Absolutely, and again, I started testing early, and I was doing it consistently, and as a result of the elevated PSA from 1 year to the next, that was what gave the signal that I should have a biopsy, and we in fact found out that I had prostate cancer and was able to catch it early, and I have a great prognosis.
You bet. What would you say to everyone out there about the importance of testing?
It's critical. I mean, I feel like it saved my life. I'm here today, I believe, because I had been testing consistently, and the difference from just 1 year to the next was noticed, and that gave my doctor the knowledge that to have the biopsy.
Great to have you here this morning, Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up now, we're going to get into the Sea Blue mood with our friend Matt Hendricks, blues musician, and bring Matt to the stage now.
Come down here to Chicago, baby, gonna make my way. Coming down here to Chicago, yeah, honey, gonna make my way. I thought the Windy City would blow them blues out here far away. The first night down here, I've been sleeping on that cold ground. That first night down here, Yeah, honey, I'll be on that cold ground. When I woke up, all my money, all $4, nowhere to be found. But not long later, I'll be making all that dough. Not long later, babe, I'll be making all that dough. Oh, those nights at the bar rail sure broke my shit quick, you know. Yeah, honey, you know. It's going on 15 years right now. 15 years, baby. 15 right here now. I'm still sitting here knocking the blues all over town. Yeah, I got the Windy City blues. Windy City. Yeah, that's some Windy City blues. Got them in my head right deep. Yeah, honey, they're gonna bust my shoes. Yeah, come down here, Chicago. Baby, gonna make my way. Coming down here to Chicago. Baby, gonna make my way. Thought the Windy City blow them blues out here far away. Windy City. Yeah, the Windy City blues. The Windy City blues. Got them in my head right deep. Yeah, honey, they're gonna bust my fine shoes. Thank you so very much. The Windy City Blues. We brought down the old steel guitar because this has been what I've been doing since COVID ended all the bar gigs and blues clubs. Getting the beat out, sitting on the street with the food trucks and just trying to make a buck, you know. But thanks again for having me. I did the run last year. That was a good time. Great cause. Let's give you one by Chicago's own Mr. Billy Boy Arnold. days. As my baby packed it all up, went away. Crying and pleading didn't do no good. Come back, baby, I wish you would. I love you, baby, can't help myself. Wouldn't mistreat you for nobody else. Come back home, please, give me one more try. Yeah, I'm gonna love you till that day I die. Yeah, hugging and kissing late at night. Mwah. Remember, honey, I made you feel so naughty and tight. Come back home, please, give me one more try. Yeah, we're gonna get it done, baby, or I'll die. Come back home, baby, I wish you would. Come back home, oh, baby, I wish you would. Come home, back to me. Come on home, back to me. I wish you would. I wish you would. I wish you would. I wish you would. And kissing late at night. Remember, honey, I made you feel so tight. Come back home, give me one more chance. I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna be your man. All night long. Honey, I'd break away from our home. Come back home, please, for me. I love you, darling, I hope you see. Come back home. I wish you would. Baby, please come home. Baby, I wish you would.
Matt Hendricks, thank you. Welcome back to the 16th annual Sea Blue virtual run walk event this year. We are live at the Hofbrauhaus in Rosemont. My name is Steve Sanders. Good to be back again with the Sea Blue event. We're going to talk about UroPartners. They've been a co-presenter for the past several years, and I'm with Amanda Trebuzio. She wants to say a few words about that partnership. Amanda.
Hi. So UroPartners has been working with us to bring Sea Blue to Chicago area and now nationally for probably almost about 10 years now. So it's been quite the partnership. And every year that we do Sea Blue, I've had the privilege of working on Sea Blue for the last 5 years that I've been with UroPartners. Every year we do Sea Blue, it brings more to the community, it brings more to our group, and it just brings more education, more awareness in general to the cause of prostate cancer.
Yeah, you want to say a word about Dr. Harris?
Of course. Dr. Harris is our president and CEO of UroPartners, and he is a part of the event every single year. This year, unfortunately, he is not on site, but I know he very much wishes he could be. He did provide a little something, though.
Tell me about some of the work that UroPartners does.
So we are a large group in Chicago, and prostate cancer is our primary disease state that we work with. We have radiation centers in different areas. We also do different types of treatment for prostate cancer as well, brachytherapy, radiation, some different things as well. So lots of different options to choose from, and we also provide education on all of those as well.
Amanda Trebuzio, thank you. And,
thank you so much.
And thanks to UroPartners for all the great work that,
of course,
that they do as an organization. Thank you.
This is Dr. Richard Harris, CEO of UroPartners. It is with great pleasure that I come to you today for our co-sponsorship of this annual Sea Blue event, honoring men and their families who have suffered from prostate cancer. It is imperative that we honor those that have this disease and that we get this into the public consciousness in regards to getting more awareness of the disease and making sure that this disease is not considered to be something that should be ignored. Prostate cancer is the leading cause of cancer in men after skin cancer, and it is still the second leading cause of death. There are reports in the media and even in conversation that this is an indolent disease that doesn't need to be attended to, and nothing could be further from the truth. While perhaps 60% of cases can be observed, indeed those that are in the more aggressive form should have some type of appropriate treatment. This is a conversation that should really be carried on between the physician and the patient. And the way, of course, that we are able to diagnose prostate cancer, besides for physical examination, is with PSA testing. And physicians, urologists that clearly believe that PSA tested is warranted after a discussion between the urologist and their patient. I applaud all of you who've come out today in this COVID era. It's been a very difficult, challenging year for all of us, and I know that everybody had to make a decision as to whether they felt it was appropriate to attend or not. I do believe that it is very important for the message of men and their families who suffer from this malady to inform everybody, friends, relatives, and continue to have us strive towards helping get better money for research and also getting the patients appropriately cared for so that we can get a better handle on managing this disease. Please enjoy the day today. I know that, as I said, this is a very challenging year, and we're all hopeful that next year we'll reunite in our usual place and have our walk and our run, and we will carry on as we have for years past. Thank you very much.
Prostate cancer is the most common cancer in men. Almost 250,000 men in the United States each year get diagnosed with prostate cancer. Luckily, many cases of prostate cancer are either able to be followed without actively treating it or able to be very easily cured. Only about 15% of those who get diagnosed with prostate cancer will ever die from it, and it's usually more than 10 years in the future. So there are three main treatment options for prostate cancer. The first, for very low and low risk disease, is active surveillance, where we carefully monitor the cancer to make sure that it doesn't get worse. And with that, we can help most of those men avoid any side effects of treatment with radiation or surgery, such as incontinence and erectile dysfunction. There are two types of radiation that we typically use for prostate cancer. One is brachytherapy, where we insert radioactive seeds into the prostate that helps kill the cancer cells. And the other is external beam radiation therapy, where we use invisible X-ray beams to radiate the prostate and kill the cancer cells. The last treatment option for prostate cancer is surgical, and that's called a radical prostatectomy. We do those either with an open incision or multiple small incisions using the assistance of a Da Vinci surgical robot. For the robotic surgery, we place the patient under anesthesia and then introduce multiple small incisions through which we can put the robotic ports. Once we get into the abdomen, we carefully free up the prostate gland and the surrounding tissues. We remove the seminal vesicles along with the prostate. For most men, we attempt to spare the nerves that lead to erection, which drape right over the top part of the prostate. We do this very carefully to help preserve as much sexual function as possible without leaving any prostate tissue behind. We then sever the prostate where it attaches to both the bladder and the urethra, and we remove the prostate gland. We then have to hook the bladder back up to the urethra and do this very carefully to help preserve continence. In some cases, we remove the lymph nodes that drain the prostate to help stage the patient and make sure that the cancer hasn't spread locally to those lymph nodes.
Take the time to really understand what your options are before you make a decision. Now, that's general advice. There are patients who come to my support group for the first time who have just been diagnosed and have very advanced, very aggressive prostate cancer. They need to deal with it right now. But for most men, that's not the case. For most of us, prostate cancer is a fairly slow-growing cancer. And you have time to get a second opinion or a third opinion to really check out your options and then decide what you want to do. So that's the primary advice that we give. The second advice that we give to people is take somebody with you when you go to every doctor appointment. That can be a spouse, it can be a friend, it can be a child, an adult son or daughter. And I've actually accompanied people from my support group to their doctor appointment because they just didn't have anybody else to go with them. And with that person, figure out what questions you want to ask ahead of time. And the person who is with you can make sure that those questions get asked.
Well, you were just hearing from Marty Chakoyan, who you heard him speaking as a survivor. He's also secretary of our board of directors and a very thoughtful person. Just to emphasize one of the things that he said, this is a relatively slow-growing cancer, so you've got a lot of options, including active surveillance. And we'd really encourage you to explore all your options before you make a choice if you're someone who's been recently diagnosed. I've got a different interview coming up for you now, which I think is very exciting. I had a chance to speak with Myrna Porter, who is one of the founders or co-founders of Sea Blue as an event, together with Terry Lakowski, who's been our longtime program director, and Amy Woods, who has been a consultant employee, has been involved with Sea Blue from the beginning. I think when you hear the three of them together, you really get a sense of what Sea Blue magic is all about.
My husband had prostate cancer. I had started a cancer support center in Palatine, Illinois, and was attending the meetings with Us Two International with my husband, and decided that it might be a good idea to do a walk, raise money for prostate cancer. And I joined Russ Gould, who was a fabulous group leader, and Shirley Gray, whose husband had prostate cancer, both from Us Two. And we began the process of setting up the first walk out in the suburbs here.
This event is really important to families. There's so many families, sadly, that have lost someone to to this disease. But Sea Blue has become a tradition for their family. And it's somewhere where they can be to celebrate those that they've lost, and have that camaraderie with all the folks there and just really feel that love and bond and connection.
I'll be forever grateful to the people at us too for what they did for our family and my husband when he was going through the process of prostate cancer. He was basically given a death sentence and was told he would live 4 to 6 months, and he lived 8 years. And I believe very strongly in my heart, a lot of that had to do with the connections that he made at the groups at Us2 International. We had 5 beautiful years knowing that time together was limited. But we did a lot of things. We went to Europe, we lived our life. The last 2 years were pretty difficult, 2 or 3 years. But I don't believe at all, without the connections and the advice at Us2, that he would have been with us for 8 years, which he was. 5 beautiful years, really living life pretty well.
All right, I'll jump in real quick. All I want to say is thank you. I want to thank my teammates who I'm planning this event with. I want to thank all of the people that are with us virtually and are raising money, are watching, are learning, are being a part of it. I hope that we can see you all next year in person and that we can go back to giving everyone a hug. But it's with great gratitude that we are all doing this year and that we're together, even if it's over a computer screen. So thank you.
And I'll just say really quick, when we talk about the organization and Sea Blue and Us2, and when we're all together, there is a magic that happens, and I hope you can try to feel the magic as much as you can today, and hopefully we'll be able to experience that magic one day in person together, because it is real.
Welcome back. I think that video gives us an idea of what it's like to be a part of Sea Blue for the past 16 years. They've been out there with the annual event raising awareness about prostate cancer. And Bo, I think one of the things that makes us two, Sea Blue, so unique is they have over about 200 support groups all over the world, really, mostly in the U.S., but also in the Bahamas, Canada, and even Barcelona.
Indeed, and you know, that's really how Sea Blue how us two got started 30 years ago with a small group of men and supporting each other, and now we are literally all over the world. And one of the great things, if anything great or positive can come out of this COVID epidemic, is that many of our groups are meeting virtually themselves, which means if you're in California and there's a group that suits you in Ohio, you can tune into that group. I think it's really important that anybody who is dealing with prostate cancer have a chance to get the support that they deserve. We even have lines for caregivers, for gay men and their partners, so we're trying to support everyone with the help that they need to deal with prostate cancer.
Hi, I'm Rick Durbin, leader of our Us2 group from the Lowell General Hospital Cancer Center in Lowell, Massachusetts. During the COVID-19 pandemic, all of our meetings are now held virtually to continue support for our members' needs and exchange valuable information. We're also doing one-on-one contact with men newly diagnosed to help them get through the anxieties of treatment. Many of our alumni have been here 10 plus years to offer ongoing support. Call on us. We're here for you.
Hello, Us2. We are ANCAN, providers of national video chat virtual support groups. We partner with Us2 to bring you 9 monthly prostate cancer specific groups addressing every level of PCA, and another 3 groups open to all cancers. We wish this year's Us2 Sea Blue National Virtual event the very best.
Good luck from ANCAN, Us2 Sea Blue National Virtual Events.
Good luck! Good luck! Good luck! So one of the things that you do pretty often in the book, which I really appreciate, is things you wish you had done differently. Now looking back over things. So just give us 1 or 2 examples of what you wish you had done differently in your journey.
Well, there's actually a number of things, but if I just keep them to the top couple ones. I did join a support group, but I joined way too late. I joined after my surgery, and I found that most of the men that I speak to, they also came after whatever treatment they decided. And if I had to do it over again, I would certainly join a support group right up from the get-go, before I made any decisions. And I think that'd be very helpful to get more comfortable, to meet more men and learn more about it. So that's number 1.
Great advice. Great advice.
And number 2 would be, I really, even though I did a ton of research, it really was focused a little bit too much on surgery. And I didn't really spend enough time speaking to other doctors, such as a radiation oncologist, or I really kind of, because I had such a good rapport, good trust, I kind of went with that. But I really would have, if I had to do it over again, speak with other doctors. And even as you say, even though I had that great rapport with him as a surgeon, it still would have been a good idea to speak to other surgeons. Or this is a one-time deal, and no coming back from it.
Hope so.
And you want to make the best choice possible.
And welcome back. It's my pleasure to introduce a friend of mine, Joseph Mojo Morganfield, and the Manish Boys to the stage. Joe and I had the pleasure of playing together at Sea Blue event just about 2 years ago. Joseph is one of the top blues artists in Chicago, and today he's going to be performing a song from his upcoming CD release. That name Morganfield, does it ring a bell with you if you know anything about blues? Joseph Morganfield is the son of the late blues legend Muddy Waters. This is a blues pedigree in Chicago like no other. He's also going to share a few words about the importance of prostate cancer awareness this morning. Joe Morganfield.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
I said good morning. Can you hear me? We'd like to thank you too and See Blue for having us. What an honor and privilege to be here. This is my second go around, and we know the importance of prostate cancer. Just for a man who's 50 and over, early detection, education, and awareness is the key. We would like to thank our publicist Lynn Orman for having us out here. And you guys are ready for some Chicago blues. Let me hear you. I can live up on a mountain, high up on a hill, spending all my bad time posing my will, making all my subjects bend down and kiss my ring. Hey, Lord, Lord, you know that it's good to be king. Build a diamond studded scepter, a big old shiny crown. I'm taking all my taxes, throwing my weight around. I'm feeling really godlike. I can do most anything. Hey, Lord, Lord, you know that it's good to be king. I have a pretty princess, even when I'm old, making everyone around me do just what they're told. I have a funny jester, make me laugh and sing. Hey, Lord, Lordy, you know that it's good to be king. I can live up on a mountain, high up on a hill, spending all my bedtime posing my will, making all my subjects bend down and kiss my ring. Hey, Lord, Lord, you know that it's good to be king. Oh, hey, Lordy, Lord, you know that it's good to be king. Yeah, hey, Lordy, Lord, you know that it's good to be king. Thank you, thank you. You know, we want to send a special shout out to Andre Taylor, a blues guitarist out of Chicago who's fighting with prostate cancer. So Andre, if you hear me, we're riding with you. Well, when the sun rose this morning, didn't have my baby by my side. Well, when the sun rose this morning, didn't have my baby by my side. Well, I didn't know where she was. She was out with some other guy. Don't the moon look lonesome, shining down through the trees? Don't the moon look lonesome, shining down through the trees? Don't your house look lost, will your baby pack and leave? Come on, Sledge. Blow wind, blow my baby back to me. Blow wind, blow my baby back to me. Well, if I'll hurry up and find that girl, my heart's gonna be a misery. Well, goodbye, baby. That's all I got to say. Well, goodbye, baby. That's all I got to say. Well, you a no good cheating woman. Go ahead and have your way. Blow wind, blow my baby back to me. Blow wind, blow my baby back to me. Well, if I don't hurry up and find that girl, my heart's gonna be in misery. Thank you. We'll be back for 2 more. So thank you guys for coming out and supporting such a worthy cause.
Really a longtime friend of us too, Ann-C. Blue. He does so many different things for us. He writes a regular column for our Hot Sheet newsletter. He did a real focus beginning when COVID-19 just started, a series of columns on COVID-19, and it's still going on. And you can read all of those at our website. I would encourage you to look at the website, www.us2.org. And with that, I'll turn you over to Mark Moyad.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the September 13th See Blue event. Well, first of all, I have to be honest. I thought that they wanted me to do a promo or talk about how great Go Blue was, and that's easy for me. So, for example, I have my Go Blue mask. I have my official Go Blue football. Not going to see any action this year. I have my official Go Blue mini football. I have my official Go Blue beer bottle opener. So when Michigan loses against Ohio State, I want to talk about that. I open a beer and it plays the Michigan fight song, the greatest fight song ever. And then I realized, wait a second, this is not about Go Blue, but this is something that's actually as, if not more important. And that is See Blue. See Blue is an important event, my friends. It's an important event for fundraising, for awareness, overall prostate cancer patient advocacy. So I'm a huge fan of it. I'm such a fan, I didn't know what to wear. The really nice sea blue top, which you can still order, I believe. And if not, well, Terry or Bo or Tim or someone else that's a part of the organization can help you with what I'm saying, because they live there and they know things better than me. I have an official sea blue t-shirt. I like this one too, but it's not as expensive as this one. And then if I'm feeling like I want to, I don't know, take some CBD or THC, not that I do any of that, I wear my tie-dye sea blue shirt. That's my official tie-dye CBD shirt for us too. But in all seriousness, we talk about COVID a lot. If you've read my column, if you're one of the 2 or 3 people on this planet that read my column monthly, we talk about what's happening in research. And as of right now, we have three separate phase 3 clinical trials going on with the COVID vaccine. Phase 3, the final phase, the final frontier to potentially nirvana. And I like to always say, of course I am concerned, but I'm also incredibly optimistic. If you would have told me in March, April, that within several months, we'd have 3 phase 3 clinical trials that have started and are recruiting well, I would have said, what are you talking about? And this is where we are today. It's amazing. And I don't even have time to talk about all the antivirals out there that just look outstanding and right now are in clinical development and going through different phases of clinical trials. So of course I'm excited. I got my t-shirts, I got my PPE, I've got all sorts of great stuff. I got my mask, and you can read about the updates, but most importantly, what you should do is support Sea Blue. Support Go Blue too, but support Sea Blue, support us too, because they are out there providing education and advocacy every day. And the more prostate cancer advocacy that we have, the better. Remember that we can't whisper anymore, we need to shout. That's how we get more funding, more education, more awareness, and Sea Blue and us too helps with that. And I'm honored to have been a part of it. I think 15, 16 years, I've lost track. It's been so long, but at least 15 years. So thank you for letting me spend time with you. Have a great day at the Sea Blue event, and I hope you support us too. An incredible organization, and I hope to see you around some point. But Go Blue and Sea Blue, #1.
I like the way he ties them together. Nobody loves the S2 organization more than Dr. Mark Moyad. He is so highly regarded in the prostate cancer community. Right now, we're going to hear from some of our friends out on the West Coast. One of them is a good friend of mine, an author and comedian, Stevie D. This guy is hilarious. He is going to talk about, there's nothing funny about prostate cancer, but he sort of brings a kind of a funny vein to it. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer at a very young age. We're going to hear from him, and also Dr. Jonathan Simons of the Prostate Cancer Foundation, who's going to share a few words about the benefits that we have. They've been able to provide patients collaborating together with us too on various projects. Dr. Simons, but first, Stevie D.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Us too. I wish I could be there. This is Stephen Dupin, aka Stevie D, comedian, father, Well, father. I'm not my wife's father. Husband, fitness freak, troublemaker, and cancer survivor. Let's not forget, horrible guitar player. But anyway, always been involved in fitness. I got about 5 different fitness certifications. And one of the reasons is because my dad died at 40 years old. So in the back of my mind, I was always very paranoid about being healthy if anything weird was going on. When I was 42, I went in to get diagnosed. I thought something freaky was going on in my body. Got a prostate exam, which I requested. They did not do the additional blood work, so they did not catch anything. They just said, you don't have an enlarged prostate. Go cause some more trouble and tell some jokes. 2 years later, at 44, I was with a different insurance company, and I did get the blood work on a routine physical, and came back to PSA levels very high. I had prostate cancer. So yeah, at 44, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and that's where the games began, with scrambling, what to do. My head was spinning. The silver lining is, in that 2-year window, if they would have caught it the first time, there wouldn't be another little troublemaker around, and her name is Faith, and she's right there. And that's Colin. Say hi, S2.
Hi, S2.
Anyway, with my twisted comedic brain, the first thing I did was I started writing a book, and that book is called The Trans Am Diaries. And I thought it was important to put a little humor into cancer. That's just the way my brain works. I told my wife I was writing a book. She said, you can barely read a book. You're not writing a book. I know, she doesn't like that joke. But anyway, I wish we could be there right now, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Sea Blue event. Us too. I love you. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. It was very inspiring for me to come there a few years back. And you've got the best MC in the business tonight, Mr. Steve Sanders. So Steve, next time I'm in Chi-Town, we're going to jam, buddy. All right? Everybody, bye, us too. Have fun, Sea Blue.
Hello, this is Dr. Jonathan Simons, CEO of the Prostate Cancer Foundation. We wanted to take a brief moment to wish you all a very positive, successful, and informative Sea Blue event. Back when we started PCF in 1993, the outlook for prostate cancer patients was bleak. There were very few new drugs and very few researchers. Despite its common occurrence, prostate cancer was still the hidden cancer among the big cancers. It received very little attention from researchers, very little research support, and there simply wasn't a massive investment in finding a cure. PCF saw it differently. We set out to harness more resources, both financial and human, to accelerate scientific advances and find cures as quickly as possible and get them to patients. We are so excited about the partnership we have formed with US2 over the past few years. Through collaborations, we have been able to expand our reach to benefit patients in the prostate cancer community. We look forward to continuing our relationship and working closely to guide patients and families on prostate cancer, on screening and diagnosis, treatment options, management of side effects, the latest breakthroughs on precision medicine and where they could be used in clinical care, and much, much more. Funds raised at Sea Blue help our friends at US2 International provide support, education, advocacy, and awareness at no cost for those affected by prostate cancer. From the bottom of our hearts, good luck, Sea Blue. We are all in this together.
You bet we're all in this together. Dr. Jonathan Simons and Stevie D, thank you both for those testimonials. You know, one of my favorite parts of the annual Sea Blue event is the warrior photo. You know, warrior's the word we use for prostate cancer survivors. Well, obviously, we can't do the warrior photo like we have done in the past. So what we're going to do is try to do it virtually, recreate that special moment this year. What we're going to do is ask all you prostate cancer warriors to enter the Zoom chat room for the warrior group photo. So you can find that link on the schedule. And we're going to try to fit in, you know, your photograph might be the size of a thumbnail, but we're going to try to fit in as many prostate cancer warriors for the photograph on the screen as we can. So check that link and jump in right now. We'd love to see you there. what's known as a prostate cancer warrior.
What's your favorite part about the event?
Running.
My father, who's a survivor, he's 81. He's been a survivor for about 10 years. And I'm here with my 3 brothers. There's 4 of us siblings, and we've been coming for years. It's a fantastic event. It's nice to have the run and the walk. Good food, good people, good music.
My husband had the test the first year we were here in 2011 when my dad was diagnosed.
Well, I think the fact that we're so supportive, that I think it's just we need to make people aware of what's right.
Seems to get bigger every year, and it seems to be getting critical mass, so to speak. It's just great to be here and advocate for these guys who are dealing with prostate cancer.
All right, on behalf of the Joliet Us 2 chapter and in partnership with Advanced Urology Associates, we'd love to wish you all very best of luck on your run and walk. Much praise and appreciation for all of you out there doing this. And here's to prostate cancer awareness.
Hi, this is Steve Henson, one of the co-founders of the Prostate Network. We are a proud member of the S2 community throughout the world, and we want to wish everyone a great Sea of Blue event. It's hard now how we can't all get together, but we need to do what we can. You know, we're meeting via Zoom, and our guys tell us, you know, it's tough with COVID and cancer together, but it's better to have something. And so our virtual events are proven quite valuable. We also have a podcast you can check out on prostatenetwork.org of different things that we found extremely helpful for many of the survivors and their spouses, and also many messages to the people providing the great care to us. We've always said stack the deck in your favor with good exercise, eating right. It can help you both mentally dealing with cancer. It can help you physically with the side effects. Now with the COVID, it's proven to be more true than ever before. And that everyone, men, women, survivors, all different types of everything can really help their outcomes with these mentally challenging times and with the outcomes from the COVIDs. So if they say that the ones with the underlying conditions are the ones that are going to suffer the most. And there's no reason why you can't get that weight and exercise under control now. This is more important than ever. So I want to wish everyone a great Sea of Blue event, and can't wait to see everyone in person next year.
Hello, I'm George Melton. I'm with Us 2 Peoria, which is the Prostate Cancer Support Group in Peoria, Illinois. As I said, I'm sorry we're not participating and didn't get something together for the Sea Blue event, but we have enjoyed being a support group and providing help for others through the years. And things have been a little slow around here lately because of the shutdown for the virus. We haven't met for a while, but we're eager to get back together again. So thank you for the ability, for the opportunity to talk to you. Goodbye.
Hi, we are the leaders of the Us 2 Prostate Cancer Support Group in the Villages, Florida, a retirement community of 120,000 people. My name is Fred Barone. I was diagnosed 6 years ago. I've been on active surveillance ever since. Diet and exercise are important to all of us. When I changed my diet, I lost 10% of my body weight. My exercise of preference is resistance training.
My name is Ted Ebert. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer 11 years ago. I had 41 sessions of radiation treatment. After 5 years, my cancer returned. I was treated with Lupron for 2 years, presently on Casodex, exercise, stationary bike, and free weights.
I'm Bob Kraus. I was diagnosed in 2015, and I'm on active surveillance. I try to get at least 10 hours of aerobic exercise in every week, and since diagnosis, I've bicycled more than 53,000 miles.
Hi, my name is Ken McCumber. I was diagnosed in 2012, and I've been on active surveillance. I've changed my diet by dropping red meat, sugar, dairy products, and I walk 3 miles a day.
We wish us too all the success in Sea Blue 2020.
Well, we want to thank everybody who gave us those shout outs. I want to pick up on something Dr. Simons said. We are all in this together. If you go to the Prostate Cancer Foundation website, for example, you'll see a program on disparities that I moderated with them. There's a great article on why to join a support group by Terry Lukowski and one of our support group leaders. So we try and collaborate whenever we can because we really all are in this together. When I say that, that's more than just warriors like myself. It's Helen Keller once said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So our support groups are fantastic for that, and many folks are lucky enough to have caregivers in their lives who are really patient partners with them. And we're going to hear from one of those leaders. We actually offer 2 special phone support programs. One is for gay men and their partners, and the other is for women who are caregivers, the strength behind the men who are experiencing prostate cancer. We really want you to understand that in addition to your clinical team, you really need a support team. And we're going to hear from one of the moderators from A Forum for Her, the name of our women's caregivers group. Her name is Kathy Cochins, and I think you really appreciate what she has to say in her interview.
This particular core group of 6 ladies, and they're not committed to it for life, but for now, these were 6 ladies who all had very deeply difficult situations going on, and they understood each other, and they not only in the moment of the call were supporting each other, but we had that sense of even between calls, there were promises made of whether it was I'll pray for you, I'll be thinking of you, I'll be sending you positive energy from whatever place they were able to offer continued support. That happened. And also because when you get to know somebody better, you allow yourself to be more vulnerable. And so there was one of those calls where we even were able to invite Ann Katz to be our guest speaker and answer particular questions related to intimacy issues, which is huge in all of this. And everybody's issue is different, but at the same time, the overall challenge is the same. We want to stay supportive and connected to our husbands without losing ourselves.
What I've really noticed a huge change in lately, it just seems like the last several months let's say even the last 6 months, I just feel like we've had a huge increase in women who are younger, women who are in their early 50s, even late 40s, whose husbands are getting diagnosed with advanced stage disease prostate cancer in their early 50s to mid 50s. So these, I know, are some of the women who have really, really connected. A lot of these women have young children. So it just makes me feel so very proud of what we're doing with this organization, and specifically with the Forum for Her and the group that you're leading, really giving these ladies a place and they're connecting and they're bonding these relationships. And like you had mentioned earlier, they're talking to each other even outside of the time that we do these calls. They're making probably lifelong friendships here.
A very small world event was when one of those young ladies turned up on a call, and of course we introduce each other and say where we're from. And when she said where she was from, she mentioned my little community, which is a suburb of Columbus. And I said, could you be my neighbor? And she thought I was joking, but in fact it turns out she's 1 mile down the road from me. So we were able to make a socially distanced connection because I have a long front porch and we could put 2 chairs 6 feet apart. and she came by and visited on a Sunday, and it was just a delight, not only to be able to make that personal connection, but then to put her in touch with local people that we know who are in our support group, who are also young and have similar issues with the challenges of raising a very young family when you're dealing with this disease.
Yeah, I mean, that was a perfect example where you believe things happen for a reason. I mean, how strange is that she lived 1 mile from you, and a couple days later you guys were sitting together on your front porch, and you were, you know, there, and I'm sure it'll be a lifelong connection. So makes you believe again, and we talk about that spiritual connection, and believing that you're doing something for the better good. And when things like that happen, it just reinforces that. But
I would say to any women who are listening, this is a gift you can give. So if you have any time and you, like I thought, oh, I can never do that. Really, it's showing up with an open heart and just a willingness to kind of offer your porch, except your porch is Zoom now, but to welcome those faces on the screen, because it really, the meetings are of themselves just a gathering of folks wanting to not feel alone. And if that's something you could do, it would be lovely to have a call every day of every week. But right now we can offer at least one call every week because I'm doing that. Well, this is a sorority that none of us asked to join, but because we're in it together, the camaraderie is really wonderful. And the age span, it doesn't matter if you're 80 or if you're 40. Yeah, it comes out as we're all sisters, and we can ask each other honest questions that who else, I mean, our families can't understand this really. Maybe, yeah, some people haven't even been able to share with their families. So this is the one place where you can go, even when you don't know what the questions are you want to ask, but you can come and listen and feel safe and take your time becoming vulnerable. If you just come and listen for a few times and you hear what other people have to say, everything is part of the learning experience, and you tap into the creative thinking of others that sometimes it's outside the box, but it's all good because it keeps us knowing that this is not a dead end. There's always some hope, some future, some next step that will bring life back into the day.
My husband died of prostate cancer. If you are married to a man like mine was, he won't go to a doctor. You could be saving your man's life by getting his PSA level checked once a year, starting at age 40. If you and your husband are struggling with prostate cancer and would like to talk with someone who is here to help you find answers, go to us2.org to find your local support group.
And here we are back live at the 16th annual Sea Blue virtual run walk event this year. I'm joined by US2 Executive Director Bo Stubblefield-Tave. I'm Steve Sanders. Feels pretty good to be holding a microphone for the first time since I retired from WGN TV back in February. Right now, we're going to hear some more live music from Joseph Mojo Morganfield and the Manish Boys.
How's it going, guys? We're back. This next song will be on our new CD, which is coming out in 2021. It's called Skeleton Key. My baby left me her skeleton key. She said, come take whatever I need. Up under the stairs by her back door, I don't have to wait no more. My baby left me her skeleton key. My baby leaves the window open wide. She loves the breeze of a summer night. It don't matter where I've been, I know I can slip on in. My baby leaves the window open wide. My baby keeps the fire burning all night long. She knows that I won't stay gone too long. But when it comes and it's freezing cold, I got someplace warm to go. My baby keeps the fire burning all night long. My baby left me her skeleton key. She said, come take whatever I need. Up under the stairs by her back door, I don't have to wait no more. My baby left me her skeleton key. My baby left me her skeleton key. She said, come take whatever I need. My baby left me her skeleton key. She said, come take whatever I need. We're still working out the kinks, but thank you. This next song was one of my father's favorites, so we hope you like it. You guys having a good time? What a cause, huh? Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. I wanna love you so bad till I don't know what to do. Going down and losing her to get me a mojo hand. Going down and losing her to get me a mojo hand. I'm going to have all you women rich on my command. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Come on, Sledge. got a gypsy woman giving me advice. I got a gypsy woman giving me advice. I got a whole lot of tricks keeping them on ice. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting such a worthy cause.
Joseph Mojo Morganfield and the Manish Boys. Good to have them back with us. Celebrating prostate cancer warriors is what this event is all about. That's why it's so important to me and Bo, as you as well. There are so many people who have been a part of the Sea Blue event since day one, 17 years ago, and one of them is Amy Kendrick Woods. She and Myrna Porter met for coffee. Started planning the very first event way back then. She's the daughter of a prostate cancer survivor. Amy is that lady that you see running around in a golf cart, making sure everything is nailed down just right, up and running smoothly. In fact, she even spends the night in the truck before the event many years. The mission of Sea Blue and us too is very personal to her. So here is Amy describing one of the most meaningful parts of her Sea Blue experience.
I think one of the most special parts of Sea Blue for me every year is watching the warriors interact, and especially when we do the group, every year we do a group photo of the warriors. So all of our prostate cancer men who are prostate cancer survivors, we call them warriors, and it's very, very powerful to see men who generally aren't touchy-feely and probably shy away from support, and really acknowledging that they are going through this journey with prostate cancer, but for them to be in a place where they're with a whole bunch of other guys who are going through the same thing, it is a very, very powerful part of the day. And so I will miss that personal warrior interaction, but I hope everyone who's watching this today that's a warrior know that we all are sending you huge hugs and are really happy that you're with us. And we're going to show a warrior photo montage from the past, so hopefully it's not going to be the same as if we were in person, but hopefully it will motivate and support all of you and get the message across that you're the reason that we're doing this.
This ain't a fight I picked, hit me out of the blue. It's the kind of news you never thought would ever happen to you. Tries to shake your faith, make your world stand still. You thought I'd give up, but I never will. We are warriors, we are survivors. We're still breathing, hearts still beating on this battleground. We are an army, we are a family. Brothers, sisters, never quitters. You can't keep us down. We are warriors. We are warriors. Yeah, we've got hope through all the pain. We carry each other, take it day by day. Got scars on scars we wear with pride. When you think we're out of fight, we find more inside. We are warriors, we are survivors. We're still breathing, hearts still beating on this battleground. We are an army, we are a family. Brothers, sisters, never quitters. You can't keep us down. We are warriors. We are warriors. Hand in hand we walk together. Arm in arm, there's nothing we can't conquer. We are warriors, we are survivors. We're still breathing, hearts still beating on this battleground. We are an army, we are a family. Brothers, sisters, never quitters. You can't keep us down. We are warriors. We are warriors. We are warriors. We are warriors. We are warriors.
And yes, we are warriors. Those photographs bring back so many touching memories from years gone by at the Sea Blue events. One of the most moving events from the Sea Blue events in years past has been the annual Warrior Photograph. And this year, obviously, we couldn't do it the way we've done it in years past, so we decided to attempt a virtual photograph, and I think it worked. We invited all you warriors to log on to a Zoom chat room and have your photograph taken, and there it is. Thanks to all of you who took part in that warrior photograph. Good-looking guys out there, a lot of warriors. Thank you for checking in with us, and thank all of you.
Hey, us two. This is Bill Stevens with the Columbus Group, wishing you the best of success for a great Sea Blue event, and thanks for all you do.
Hi everyone, this is Sarah Sattler, prostate cancer rehabilitation specialist and advocate for Us Too. I just want to give a big shout out to everybody and a big thank you for those who are participating in this year's virtual Us Too Sea Blue event. Keep up the great work. And a big thank you to all the virtual groups that are meeting for Us Too. I've met some amazing groups. You guys are great. It's been a lot of fun. You guys are just incredible, and how you've been able to continue to communicate and support each other during this difficult time. So keep up the great work. Keep the invitations coming. If you have not yet had me as a guest speaker and you would like to, please reach out to me at pivotalrehab.com or just contact Terry and she'll help you connect with me. Let's continue to love, educate, and advocate for each other. Keep up the great support, you guys. You're all amazing.
Let's all support prostate cancer awareness. Never give up hope. Go See Blue!
We miss you, See Blue. Good luck this year.
Hello, I'm Jim O'Hara and I facilitate the Prostate Cancer Information Group, which originated in December 1999 as a man-to-man group with ACS. In 2009, we affiliated with US2. US2 has provided us with a lot of program material in the form of videos, hot sheets, and pamphlets. The monthly meetings are open to all people interested in prostate cancer. We've had 217 meetings with over 400 attendees. In February, we held our 20-year celebration, and we were fortunate to have Terry, Bo join us for the event. Thank you.
I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2007. My saturation biopsy revealed that all 24 cores were 80 to 100% cancer. All of the cores were also an aggressive Gleason 8 disease. I realized that there was no substitute for experience, and I wanted to talk to someone who had the cancer. A local doctor put me in touch with an US2 prostate cancer education and support group. Those in the group certainly had experience. They helped me in a number of ways. They pointed me in the right direction for further research, and they filled me in on the details on how to minimize the possible side effects regardless of the treatment I chose. The information I gained helped me make some very important life-changing decisions. That was 13 years ago. Fortunately, there's still no evidence of any recurrent disease, so as bad as it was, I must have made some right decisions, and that was with the group's help, like the information that they helped me with. I still attend US2 group meetings because I found a great deal of value in the group. In fact, for the last 3 years, I've been the local group leader. So I'm still trying to reciprocate for all the help that the group provided to me. US2 is one of the many charities that is well run, well organized, and certainly worth contributing to. I hope that you will also make a life-changing decision to contribute to US2 in any form you see fit. Thank you.
We've heard from a couple of different groups that are at higher risk of prostate cancer. All men are at risk of prostate cancer. We encourage you to get appropriate screening. Talk with your doctor about when, whether it's 40 years old, 50 years old, whatever is appropriate for you. But again, there are 3 groups at particularly high risk. We've heard of those who have a family history of prostate cancer. That's one group. All black folks, African Americans, African descendants from the Caribbean, Africans themselves are at higher risk. And we're about to hear from a representative of the 3rd group, which are those in the military who served in Vietnam or Korea and were exposed to Agent Orange. We know that they are at higher risk of prostate cancer. They can receive services from the VA, and the gentleman who's going to speak with us now is such a veteran. His name is Bob Wright. He is one of the leaders of one of our support groups, and I got to tell you, he is a fascinating gentleman to talk to. If you're interested in more of the interview, when this is all over, you can go to our website and you'll be able to see the full interviews of several of our folks. And with that, I'll turn you over to Bob Wright to tell us more about Agent Orange and prostate cancer.
There's been some studies done with support groups that people who go to support groups, we do better. And we do better because we got someone to talk to and who understands where we are. And we have several veterans in our group, but they've been very supportive. And then this thing I sent you, they just started a Agent Orange awareness program as of August 8th. And I pulled it up and it was really, 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 really very helpful. So yeah, I'm well taken care of by the VA. I get all my medications free. I have both Medicare and the VA, so I kind of go dual choice. So that's kind of what I do. But I'm doing this because someone did it for me. Mike Jones did it for me, and I just kind of made a commitment. I told the guys at a meeting we had in Austin, and Terry was there. I said, I was at the very back. The group, there were hundreds of men there, and the erectile dysfunction line was really long. So I said, well, I didn't ask to be cured, because I didn't know if I deserved that, but I said, God, if you'll keep me well enough, I will devote the rest of my life towards men with prostate cancer. It gave me a connection to men as a human being that I never would have had. I never would have had if I hadn't had that experience. So we're thriving very well. I mean, we thrive well, and the guys, I tell people if they go to the website, basically they can look up and get my email address, whatever. And I don't mind talking to veterans, because it's now been expanded to airmen who are on flights that were exposed. It's been expanded to the Navy. They're connecting it to South Korea. There's a lot of expansion going on right now in that area. It's been an interesting journey.
Hey, it's Rick Light with Pints for Prostates. Want to say hi to everybody who's connected with the Sea Blue Walk and Run. We've been supporters of the US2 organization for more than a dozen years now. We really appreciate what everybody does to help men with prostate cancer. I'm a prostate cancer survivor. We started Pints for Prostates to reach men through the universal language of beer. And our Denver Rare Beer tasting, we've had to take virtual this year. It's going to be online. Imagine that, a beer festival online that everybody can enjoy across the country. Check us out. We're at pintsforprostates.org, and have a great event.
Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your tables and stand at your tables with your beer in hand and masks on for a toast shot in 2 minutes, followed by our celebration confetti blast with beach balls. Are you ready to have some fun?
He doesn't enjoy his work, does he?
You bet he does. You know, Sea Blue is a celebration of life for those who have risen to the challenge to fight prostate cancer. Today we toast the men that we have lost, but are always with us in spirit. So we band together to continue this tradition through togetherness, tears, and triumph. Is it time for a big toast?
I think it is.
Bo, I don't know about you. I'm not used to drinking beer before noon, maybe really before 5, but we're making an exception. This is to all of you who support Sea Blue, us too.
All right, now guys, we're gonna get ready. So I'll take a sip, put it down, and now we'll get ready for the funnest part of the day, the Sea Blue Celebration Traditional Blue Confetti Blast. I want to say just a few things before we start this. I'm feeling really emotional after that warrior thing. This year was really, it was really difficult to plan, but we obviously pulled it all together. I hope all you out there in virtual land are having a good time and feeling the love that's happening in this room today. We've got 60 teams. We've raised close to $150,000. Yay! We've got over 25 states, Canada, Mexico, people tuning in today. Everybody that's out there celebrating today, please send in your pictures. So we'll do things after the event. We'll keep it going as long as we can. So people who are watching live, thank you all for tuning in. Send in your pics. Keep sending them in. Sending them in. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to our teams. Today we've got AG, Alan Goldman, family and friends, UroPartners, Papa Hat Porter, TNT, Team Turtle, North Shore Urology Walkers, the Boardwalkers, Steve Strutters, everybody's done an amazing job. Team Johnson, Team Papa Hat Porters, Team Russ Gould. Let me hear you guys. Team Robert Barney. Thank you to our sponsors, Estella Spicer, Abby, Eurogen, all of you. Let's get ready and try to share this throughout the world, guys. Get
things at us2, more than I can mention in a few seconds, but I want to highlight a few of the things that we do in support, education, awareness, and advocacy. Clearly, the support groups and the support lines are fundamental to what we do. They're central, they're a core of what we do, but we also do a lot of educational activities. For example, we do webinars on a variety of topics, both ourselves and in partnership with our friends at ANCAN and others. Those are really a way of reaching a lot of people. We used to do such events live. Now, doing them virtually, just like this event, we can reach people across the country. Also, if you get a chance, you can look at other events that we've done over time, because they're all posted on our website. You may also be interested, we do 2 regular newsletters, one called The Hot Sheet and the other called News You Can Use. A lot of information, because in the 11 years since I had prostate cancer, there's so much more information that we've learned so far. We also work in awareness, trying to get individuals to be aware of all their choices, all their options, and the fact that they do have the power as patients to make the ultimate decisions. No one else can. But we also work with awareness on a broader level. One of the most important things we do is work with the provider community to see that they understand the patient's point of view in all that we do. One of our board members, for example, John Fortin, works with the American Urological Association, and he represents all of us who are warriors and others in the process of making these good decisions. You've heard from one of our board members previously, and I want to introduce you to another one who is also a survivor. Alan Goldman is our treasurer. He's one of the first folks to participate in Sea Blue as a runner, and now you're going to hear from him directly. Our treasurer and survivor warrior, Alan Goldman.
I think that one of the things that you really need to do is, whether it's an us2 support group, and we have over 200 support groups, you need to educate yourself in terms of what your options are. I would say don't rely solely on the medical profession, on doctors. Talk to other people that have been diagnosed. Talk to their families and their spouses. Find out what the effects are and what the options are, and from someone who's been through it. And then make the best decision for yourself. I think there's many factors: age, your general health, and it's a personal choice. The options, whether it's active surveillance or radiation or surgery. I mean, whatever the options might be, it's a personal choice. And I think as long as you have all the facts and you understand the repercussions of what your decision is going to make, it's going to affect you for the rest of your life. And it's a very, very personal decision. And I think it's very, very important to talk to people either through a support group or others that have been affected by this disease.
Hi, this is Terry Lakowski. I am program director for us2, and I'm here today with a couple of our support group leaders. So we just wanted to take a few minutes to let everybody give a little shout out. Typically, we have a support group leader meeting every month. So all the support groups throughout the country come together and meet. Typically, we can have anywhere from 25 to 40 plus of these guys and ladies, I should say, on the call. So we have a few of them joining us today. So let's just go around the room and have everyone say a few words.
This is Clarence Williamson, and I'm with the us2 Memphis group. And the name of our group is the Man-to-Man Prostate Cancer Support Group. And we've been part of us2 since 2013. We meet once a month at the West Cancer Center. And since the COVID-19, we're doing Zoom meetings once a month in place of the live meetings. us2 has done tremendous work working with my group and everywhere else around the world. And I was really fortunate to find out about us2 when we did. We've got a membership of about 50 people, and it's been a blessing. And I wish we had a live event this year, but the event virtual will be good enough until next year. And I'm a 22-year cancer survivor, and we have quite a few guys in our group that are 15 to 20-year survivors. So I'm glad to be with you guys and looking forward to our virtual event.
Awesome. Thank you, Clarence. Dave.
Hi, my name is Dave Morris. I'm with us too of San Joaquin County in Stockton, California. We're a relatively young group, about a year and a half in existence. We have about 12 people who meet with us. And like everybody else, we're meeting virtually at this point. Looking forward to the day when we can all get back together again. Thank you for the opportunity to join.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Bob.
Hi, this is Bob Horny. I'm out here along with Dave. We're on the West Coast. I'm up in Florence, Oregon, right east west of Eugene. We have been a part of US2 since 2004. In a normal situation, we have 2 meetings a month, and we have a urologist at each of the meetings. And that's been, in fact, one urologist has been meeting with us since 2004. So we have a lot of wonderful information out here, and a lot of fantastic support from the urology group that's in Eugene, Oregon Urology Institute. So it's just great to be on board, and I get wonderful resources. If I have a question, I turn around and I call us too.
Awesome. Thank you, Bob. Tracy.
Hi, everyone. I am Tracy Cameron. I am the newest member of the US2 family. Started with the company in May, but have been an active part of US2 since 2010, when I started the local Joliet, Illinois chapter for our prostate cancer patients when I was working in urology. So excited to be here, excited to be on this side of the US2 company, and looking forward to this CBLU event.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Let's just say, can we all just kind of say good luck to CBLU, give it a clap. Let's have a successful CBLU event this year. Thank you guys all for participating, and everybody, thank you again for all you do. You're doing great work, and we wouldn't be able to do such wonderful things for the prostate cancer community if it wasn't for all of you out there. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Terry Lakowski. Our next performer is a blues legend, and that, folks, is an understatement. Bobby Rush is a Grammy Award-winning blues artist. He's a Blues Hall of Famer, a 12-time Blues Music Award winner, and B.B. King Entertainer of the Year. In a normal non-COVID year, Bobby Rush would be out touring the world. This year, he's going to be with us virtually to offer words of encouragement, as well as an acoustic set to all the men with prostate cancer, those who have survived it, those who are battling it, and those who are supporters. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to present Mr. Bobby Rush.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bobby Rush. I'm here to talk about some important calls for men. First of all, CBLU 2 is raising money and awareness for prostate cancer. And I'm telling you now, as a main advisor, whatever you want to call it, don't be ashamed or be too late. Fella, get yourself checked out for prostate cancer. Because the line that you save could be your own. You save lives and you save heartbreaks, heartaches of love affairs, and people who love you. Do that for me, all right? Thank you very much. This organization is very, very farm and good for making people be aware of cancers, especially prostate cancer. Be cool and be nice, be good. Listen to this. My baby left me a long time ago. Said she didn't love me no more. I need some time, try to find wait a minute, this broken heart of mine. She left me, dragging trying to get the woman out my mind. I need some time, oh, trying to find where to mend this broken heart of mine. She left me here to cry. She didn't tell me goodbye. I need some time, try to find where to mend this broken heart of mine. My baby left me here to cry. She didn't tell me goodbye. I need some time to try to find where to mend this broken heart of mine. I need some time to try to find where to mend this broken heart of mine. I need some time to try to find where to mend this broken heart of mine. I need some time to try to find where to mend this broken heart of mine. Men, go out. Don't be ashamed. As a man, we know how men want to be slow on everything, but this time, wake up and be nice to yourself. Get a checkup. Cause the life you save just might be your own. And I'm Bobby Rush for the Awareness of Cancer Society all over the world. Love you.
All right, Bobby Rush, thank you for that acoustic concert. Let me just say it's been an honor to be back helping host the 16th annual Sea Blue event. This year, virtual. And Bo, with a little luck, hopefully, we can be back doing this event live in person in Lincoln Park next year in Chicago. And it's been an honor working with you as well.
Thank you, Steve. It's been my honor and my pleasure to be working with you and with all the folks involved in putting this together. You see a few of us on this side of the camera, but there are many, many more folks behind the camera who are making this all possible. Certainly want to thank all of our sponsors. You saw how many folks are there. They don't just support this event. When they support this event, they support all the work we do at us too. And everything we do is free to the patients and the families involved. And I can't tell you how important that is, and it's fantastic. Whether it's a support group or it's a webinar, anything that we do is free to the end user. Of course, part of that is because we are raising dollars from folks just like you out there, and it is not too late to donate. We also have a live auction going on that will continue through September 20th, and you can buy wonderful gear like Steve and I are wearing right now, a lot of different options. So just go to our website, you can see all those choices. And of course, I have to thank the many, many volunteers who make us two possible. We have a staff of 5 people full-time, and yet we are working across the country to address prostate cancer. That's only possible because of the volunteers, like our 13 board members. You've met some of them. Like all the support group leaders. Again, they donate their time. They aren't getting paid to do this. They're doing this because it's important to them and the people that they touch. So we want to thank all of you for being a part of this Sea Blue. It's been fantastic. We hope you'll join us again, whether it's live in Lincoln Park or virtually, wherever you are around the country. We really hope you'll stay in touch and enjoy this event again and again. Thank you so much for being here. And Steve, I think it's time to take a walk.
Let's do it. All right. Thank you, Bo, and thank you.
Thank you all.